Imagine standing in the warmth of a perfect summer day. The sunlight feels eternal, and everything around you is full of life. But then, slowly, almost invisibly, that summer begins to fade. The light softens, the warmth disappears, and before you realize it, that moment is gone, shaping our youth, our energy, and our growth. Yet there is a cruel irony here. The same force that gives us our best qualities is also the one quietly working to remove them. Time builds us up, only to eventually take it all back. This change doesn't happen all at once. It's a gradual process, moving so slowly day by day that it's almost impossible to notice until the season has already shifted. Shakespeare compares this process to the inevitable movement of the seasons. To him, summer represents the height of our youth and beauty, while winter represents the stage of life defined by aging and loss. He describes winter as a frozen, lifeless state. It's a time when the vibrancy we once felt is stripped away, leaving everything feeling still and forgotten. This brings us to a very personal question. If time is always moving forward and beauty always fades, is there any way to actually preserve what matters? Shakespeare's answer is a surprising yes. He argues that we don't have to be passive victims of time. He explains this through a specific concept, distillation. In his time, this was a physical process. People would take the flowers of summer and extract their essential oils to create perfume. While the physical flower eventually dies, its essence is captured and transformed. That fragrance survives long after the flower itself is gone, held safely inside a bottle for years to come. This is the core message of the poem. Your beauty or your essence doesn't have to disappear completely, but only if you act to preserve it before time takes it away. For Shakespeare's original audience, the literal meaning here was about family, having children to ensure your identity and your summer lived on in the next generation. The idea was that a parent's best qualities could be distilled and passed down, allowing a part of them to remain vibrant even as they aged. But there is a broader truth here that applies to everyone, whether or not we have children. The poem establishes a firm rule. If you don't find a way to capture what is valuable while you still have it, it will eventually fade into nothingness without a trace. If we look past physical beauty, Shakespeare is really talking about our potential, the talents, relationships, and opportunities we have right now. Think about a skill you once had or a dream put on a shelf. Like summer flowers, these things don't stay fresh on their own. They require an active hand to keep them from fading. The poem emphasizes a quiet urgency. There isn't some sudden tragedy coming. There is just the steady, unstoppable forward motion of time that never pauses. You can be a passive observer as your potential fades, or you can choose to distill it by turning your ideas into projects, your skills into impact, or your moments into memories that last. This is the situation we are all in. Every day, time is shaping us, but it is also slowly taking things away. So the question is, what are you going to do to capture your own impact before it becomes distant and unreachable? Once you see the logic behind the perfume bottle, the poem shifts. It becomes a warning about what we lose when we stay passive, and a guide for how to save what matters most to us. Because the more you understand these poems, the more you start to understand yourself. If you're ready to keep exploring these classic works in plain English, consider subscribing to see where we go next.